All right, good afternoon. Now we're going to go into our deep breaths today. So starting with the arms down, feel that length through your spine. Big stretch. Inhale, lengthen and reach tall, tall, tall through that spine. And exhale, opening wide. Let the shoulders just drift down. Try that again. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, opening. We'll feel our wingspan nice and open and wide. Take that stretch up and over into your side bend, reaching that tail down. Nice deep breath there. And then hollow and contract. Scoop and feel that stretch to the low back. We'll come back into our sideways position. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself up. Let's try the other way. Inhale, reaching up nice and long and tall. Exhaling up and over into that side bend. Good. Scoop the belly, contract up and over. Good. We'll come back to our sideways position. Inhale and exhale, coming back up. We'll take our twist stretch to start things off. So bringing one leg across the other. Feeling those sit bones into the floor, bringing that knee across to the other shoulder, lift up, up, up through your spine, and then spiral twist into that stretch, placing your hand on the floor once you get there, lifting up and in with those abdominals, feel that stretch. Deep breath again. Good, coming back through center, same arm as leg now, pressing on the inside of that leg to twist the other direction. Good, and then coming back through center, stacking those knees as best as you can, and just taking a little pitch forward, hinging forward, feel that stretch through the hips. Good, and then we'll come on up and switch out other leg. Other leg on top, again, feeling vertical through that pelvis, bringing the knee across to the opposite shoulder, lifting up, and then spiral rotate. And then back through center, same arm as leg, pressing the other direction. Good, and then returning to center again, lining up those knees as best you can, and take a bow forward. Good, and then we'll bring ourselves up, and then lying down on your mat, on your back. Bring those knees into your chest. We'll just take a second here to settle in. Feel the length of your spine, the ease across the shoulders and chest. Just folding those knees in, lengthen that tailbone down toward the floor. And then we'll place the hands on the knees and go for our stirs. Massaging that low back a few circles, one way. Good, and then reversing the other direction. Great, and we'll take our nice twist stretch, reaching those arms all the way open wide, palms surrendered up to the ceiling. Letting the shoulders release into the floor. Let's twist knees to the left, head to the right. Breathing into that low back, relaxing through the upper body. Breathe deep. And then on your next exhale, scooping abdominals inward, gathering the pelvis and the legs come back to center. Other way, knees to the right, head to the left. Good, and again, scoop those abdominals, bring the pelvis back, and let's place our feet down on the mat and just do a little bit of our pelvic tilt here. So scooping and hollowing, rolling so you're imprinting that low spine into the mat, then bring the pelvis back to center and then rock it down, sticking your tail out, arching through that low back a little bit more. Just do that a few times, allowing your head to move along with your spine. So you might be nodding as you're rocking through the pelvis. Feel that entire chain of the spine from pelvis all the way to the skull. Good. And then on our next scoop, we're going to bridge up. So exhale, hollowing those abdominals, placing weight into the feet, reach those hips up, knees over toes, for that length in the front of the hips here. Take your breath in, and then exhaling, slowly rolling down one vertebra at a time. Again, with that awareness of the complete chain of the spine. We'll try that again. Inhale and exhale, peeling up. Zipping up through those abdominals, feel that lift through the hips. Inhale high and exhale, curling back down, softening through your chest, stretching long through the low back. One more time, we'll stay lifted a little longer. Exhale, scoop and bridge up again. Good, and then we'll wake up those muscles in the backs of the legs. Little footwork here. See if you can stand on your heels, just peel your toes up off the floor. And then lower those toes down. Standing on the balls of the feet, lift your heels. And then lower back down. Do that again. Toes lift. Pelvis staying suspended in space. Lower the toes. Lift the heels. And lower down. One more set. Lift the toes. Easy neck and shoulders. Lower the toes. Lift the heels, lower the heels, reestablish that bridge if you've drifted downward. Inhale, exhale at last, rolling down. Very, very good. Now we'll stretch out those muscles, pull the right knee into your chest, just lengthen the left leg long on the floor. And then we'll elongate that leg, feel the stretch through the hamstrings and calf muscles we just worked. Breathing deeply here. Let's flex the foot, fold the knee, bending everything in to relax. Inhale, exhale, reach through the heel, extending long through that leg. That's it. And then point. And let's try that again. Flex and fold, bending it in. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen that leg up. Good. Now just softening the knee a little bit and taking a few of our ankle circles each way. Working out all those Rice Krispies. Other direction. And once again, reaching that leg long. This time we're going to turn the leg out, maybe guiding it with the same hand as leg, opening it outward for that inner thigh stretch. If you want to, you can prop your elbow on the floor to support that leg as it opens, feeling the stretch to the inner thigh. And then abdominals help gather the leg back up to center. Let's take it with the opposite hand and just let the leg cross over the midline, feeling that outer hip stretch here. And then if you'd like a little deeper low back stretch, go ahead and allow the hip to spiral away from the floor and take that deeper twist. And again, on your exhale, scoop the abs in, bring that leg back into center, maybe give it a little extra stretch in parallel, and then we'll just lengthen that leg all the way down. We'll try all that on the other side, holding the left thigh in, keeping that right leg long on the floor. Good, and then from here, extending that leg, reaching it up, breathing into the hamstrings. And then we'll bend and flex, holding it in, taking that strain off the hamstrings. Exhale, lengthening back up to the calf stretch. And then pointing through your foot to bypass the calf and go into the hamstrings a little bit more. Try that again. Bend and fold it in. Inhale. And exhale, reaching it back up again. Good. And again, point the foot. From here, just soften the knee a little bit, relax it, and take those circles with the foot several times. One direction, and then reversing. That's it. And then return into that lengthened position. Turn the leg out, opening it out to the side for the inner thigh stretch. Breathing here. Good. Good. Abs zip up. Folding the leg back across midline. Take it with the opposite hand. And again, just take it across that midline. Feel that outer hip sing to you a little bit. You can either stay here or take it into a deeper twist. Bringing the leg across the body. Hip peels away from the floor. Breathe into the low back. Good, and again, exhale, scoop abdominals in, bring that leg back up. We'll take one more stretch in parallel. Inhale and exhale, lengthen that leg all the way back down to the floor. Very good. Letting the legs release here, we're just gonna work our chest folds again today. Hands down by your sides. Take that inhale and shrug your shoulders up to your ears like you're saying, I don't know. And then lengthen, slide the fingers along the floor toward your feet, lengthening that space. Find that chest fold and peel head and shoulders up, looking down at your toes. Inhale, abs are strong. Exhale, lower yourself back down. We'll just try that again. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, de-shrug, slide down and folding underneath the sternum, peel yourself up. Good, pause here, inhale. And exhale, rolling back down. Now we're gonna add our challenge. Inhale, same shrug. Exhale, de-shrug and pivot. Curl up, stay here with the arms floating. Keep your abdominals zipped up. Let's see if you can float the arms up without letting the head drift backward. Inhale. Exhale, finding that hover position again, lowering, wide across the shoulders, and lower your head back down. Try that again. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale, de-shrug and chest fold. Inhale, arms float. And exhale, bring those arms back down. And lower yourself back down. This time we'll take a little diagonal rainbow, arcing side to side. Inhale, same beginning. Exhale, curl yourself up. Reach your arms up to a 45-degree angle. And then we're gonna rock the boat, rolling over to one shoulder. Feel that waistline work. Come back to your pivot point. Other side, rainbow arc up and over. Try not to let your pelvis change as you go. Try this again, rocking over, feeling the waistline, those obliques working. Coming back to center and other side, peering over to the other side, coming back to center, and at last, roll yourself back down. Hug your knees into your chest. And we're gonna move along into our coordination exercise today. So we get some brain work in. Big inhale. We're going to find that chest fold and at the same time extend arms and legs, reaching up. Here we go. Inhale, open the legs apart, peekaboo. Exhale, come back together again. And now one leg at a time, keeping those hands hovering off the floor. Try not to rock side to side. And gather close, other leg opens. And gather close. Bend your knees, fold into your little ball. Again, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, scoop those abs in, curl up and reach with arms and legs. Inhale, open both legs. Exhale, close, working that chest fold and one leg at a time. Inhale, open. And exhale, feel your abdominal seatbelt of strength. Other side, open. And close, bend the knees. Rest your head back down 2 more times. You can challenge yourself if you want. Take your legs a little lower as you fold up. Inhale, open. And exhale, close, keep that scoop. One leg open and close. Other side, open and close. Bend your knees, rest your head down one last time. Exhale, fold, reach. Open, inhale. And exhale, gather. One leg at a time, open. And fold. That's it, other side, open. And pull. Bend your knees, rest your head back down. Just roll your head side to side a little bit. And we'll move along into our roll up. So again, you can extend the legs all the way long or keep the legs slightly bent on the floor, whatever works for you. We'll take the arms reaching up and overhead, feeling those abdominals supported. Here we go. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, nodding chin to chest, using that water wheel in your abdominals. Finding your hover position, reaching up and over. Big breath in. Exhale, feel your low belly reaching toward the floor. Through your spine, rolling down. and unwind. Continue like this. Inhale and exhale. Nod. Find those abdominals in there. That's it. Reaching up and over. Feel that hover. Abdominals reaching away from your fingertips. Wide upper back. Inhale. Exhale again. Abdominals retreating you back. Rolling down. Relaxing through the legs as best you can. And unwind. Try this again. Inhale and exhale. Curling up. And reaching up and over. Good. Inhale and exhale. Taking it back. Shoulders melting. And down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Scoop. That's it. This is our last one. So we'll open the sitting bones apart a little bit and take that stretch forward over the legs. Deep breaths into the low back. Send some of those exhales into those hamstrings again. Good. And then again, take yourself rolling back. Shoulders soft. Rolling yourself back down. And hands at your side. Bring your knees back into your chest again. We'll do our little reverse curls today. So working that support through the low belly and maybe some stretch through the low back. So you can keep your legs snug in, pressing those hands against the floor, working those triceps a little bit. Exhale, fold, pull the hips up, and then see if you can slowly roll yourself back down through the spine. Again, healing up, keep that neck nice and easy. Slowly roll back down. A few more like this. Peeling up and rolling down. And again, if you'd like to, this time extend the legs a little straighter and then slowly see if you can take yourself back down, keeping the legs a little longer. Good. Hug those knees into your chest one more time. Let's nod and rock and roll up to our balance position for our rolling series. Holding onto those ankles, shoulders down the back. Feel that same scoop in the low belly. That's what tips you off balance. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. Get that nice massage going through the spine. Hopefully you've got a nice cushy mat behind you. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders easy down the back. Again, inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. And again, inhale and exhale. Good. From here, holding on to the ankles, let those shins come to parallel. Feel those inner thighs pulling together. Shoulders down the back, lift your chin. Make it look easy, even though it's not. See if you can take those hands off the legs and find a little balance. Good. And then again, we'll hug those knees in slowly now. See if you can not just go kerplop. See if you can slowly bring yourself back down onto your mat. Whoa, that's tricky. And pull those legs back in. We're going to move into one of our Fab 5 exercises here. We're going to do double bent leg. So we're in our compressed position here, finding our chest fold. Exhale, curl up. Now, just like we did with the coordination, we're going to extend the legs, but now we're going to take off our top hat and reach out. Keep that chest fold, then circle and pull the legs back in. So again, we reach out, tighten that belt, and then circle, pull. Feel the sides of the back, those lats working as you pull through. Again, reach. Exhale, gather in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, tight waistline. And exhale, deepen that scoop. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And lower yourself back down. Again, let your head turn side to side a little bit. Good, good, good. All right. See if you can lengthen your legs up. You can rest your hands beside you. And we're going to try a little variation today of the corkscrew. We're going to let our legs just tick-tock over to the side. And then you're going to draw like a smiley face down around, using that strength in your low belly to circle to the other side and then back up again. Again, other way, tick-tock, circle down, around and up. Now, clearly, the further you go, the harder this is. So you can challenge yourself if you'd like to take your legs a little bit lower, keeping that strength through the low belly. Try to soften and relax the upstairs. Again, tick-tock over and circling down and around and up. Let's try it one more time each way. And side and down and around and up. Last one, tick-tock over, down and around and up. Well done. Hug your knees in. Let's rock ourselves back up to sitting. We'll move into our spine stretch forward. So extending those legs, flex the feet if you can. Extending the arms forward, shoulders down the back. Inhale, feel the length of that chain again. Exhale, folding over the waistline. Reach, reach, reach. The abs reaching backward, fingers reaching forward. Inhale, stack the spine. Come on back to that tall spine. Let's elbow bend and lift the heart, open the chest. And coming back to center, try this again. Exhale, deflate. Good. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, elbows bend to that flat goalpost. That's it. Pull those elbows back, lift your heart, open your chest, back of the neck long. One more time like this. And deflate. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, widen those elbows. Inhale, lift. Good, and return back to center. I'm going to turn and face you now so you can see and follow along with this variation on the saw. We're going to take our hands behind the head, feeling the elbows pulling back. My feet are still flexed. So from here, I'm still going to rotate like we would with our regular saw, but then I'm going to fold. So I'm twisting toward my right. I'm going to reach my left elbow toward my left leg, keeping my sit bones on the floor. Inhale, pull yourself back up in that rotation and unwind. Shoulders down the back. Other side, spiral, inhale. And now right elbow toward right knee. Folding over, trying not to rock the boat and lift that cheek up off the floor. Inhale, pull it up. And exhale, unwind. Try this again. Rotation, inhale. Exhale, flexion forward. Feel that different stretch. Pull yourself back up, inhale. And exhale. Again, spiral, rotate the rib cage. Folding, diving down. That calf stretch. Inhale up. And exhale. Try this a little bit more. I'm going to widen my stance with my legs and try that a little differently. Inhale. And maybe move to the inside of the leg. Doing that different stretch. Inhale, pulling up. And unwind. One more time. Spiral, inhale. And exhale. Keeping those sit bones placed. And inhale. Lift and unwind. Reaching those arms up. Bring the feet back together again. And just take a forward bow over the legs. Breathing here. Good. And release, roll yourself up. We're going to roll over onto our bellies next. So nice and long and open through the front of the hips. Hands next to your shoulders here. Working that baby extension through the spine. So taking the eyes, reaching forward, gliding those shoulders down away from the ears again, exposing that long, lovely neckline. Inhale and exhale, rolling down. And try that again. Just that small degree of lift, reaching up at the top of the head, opening the chest, feel the abdominals supported, lifting up and in, open the chest, inhale, and exhale, rolling down. We're going to go for a little bit of our breaststroke. So again, taking that same little float, lifting up just a bit, hands now hover off the floor, abs are zipped up. We exhale, reach the arms forward. Pull with those lats as we did earlier, lifting up, taking a breath of air through that swimming stroke. Bring the arms back down, lower your head. Again, exhale, just hovering the spine along the floor. Exhale, pull through the arms. Inhale, lift, really reaching those arms far behind you. And down. Let's do that again. Exhale, forward, blow your bubbles underwater. Pull, inhale, come up for that breath of air, abs strong. And lower down one last time. Exhale, extend those arms. And strong to the sides of the body. Pull through. Good. And lower yourself back down. Good. Wriggle your hips side to side a little bit. Now then, reach those arms out in front of yourself along the floor. We're going to do our alternating arm and leg lift. So again, I'm going to extend slightly. So I'm just hovering my head up off the floor, looking down, and then reaching opposite arm and leg. Lift, 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 and then lowering back down, maintaining my support so my pelvis doesn't rock side to side. Other side, lengthen opposite arm and leg, lift and float, and lower back down. Again, alternating sides, opposite fingers and toes. Feel that diagonal line through the back of the body, and lower it back down. Other side, reach and float, extend, and lower back down. I think we can do this one more time each side. Again, lengthen, float, and reach. Abs are zipping. Lower down. Other side, last one, reach and float. Energy up at the top of that head. And lower yourself back down. Let's bring our hands and knees underneath and come up into your coffee table position here. And take a well-deserved cat back, rounding and following up. Maybe send it into that little shift, forward and back, just rocking from hands to knees. Continuing to feel that arc through the spine. Good. And then bring it back to center, lengthen into your long spine. Slide the shoulders back, open your chest. Going into that cow stretch. And again, bring it back to center. One more, lift and dome into that Halloween cat. Rounding, stretching wide across the shoulders. And back to center. And opening the chest, shining your heart out in front of you. Good, and coming back to center. Now having that same sense of lift through your low belly here and space wide across the shoulders. Slide one leg out, toes just along the floor. Try not to tip your pelvis here. So both of my hip bone headlights are pointing evenly to the floor. Now then, keep that reach out to the top of the head and then float that leg just a little bit off the floor. Not so much that you tip your coffee table. Then now you're a tripod, a three-legged dog. And then lower that leg, glide and slide, bring it back underneath you. We're going to see if we can do this on the other side with minimal shift. Slide the toes out, extending the leg straight. And then again, barely float, engaging the back of the leg. Feel those hamstrings and the abdominals. Try not to arch through that low back. Keep it long. Lower the toes and bring it back. Again, other side, glide and slide. Keep that lift of the heart up away from the floor. Lift that leg just a bit. Feeling that long line of energy from the finger or from the head to the toes. Lower the leg down and return. Last time, as steady and as stable as you can. Glide and slide. And up. And then lower it down. And return. Take that high cat back again. And then sitting back toward your heels into your child's pose. A little moment to recover here. Breathe into the low back. Good. And then curling up, rolling up through your spine. We'll now move along into a little bit of our leg work today. So we're going to find our position on our side with the legs bent today. All right, we're going to move into the wave. So we're going to keep our feet together for this first moment. Pelvis is stacked, so we're not going to let our hips rock backward. Lift the knee, feeling that external rotation. From here, now separate the feet and lift the foot. My knee is still the highest. Inwardly rotate, the knee closes, and then the foot closes. So it goes like a wave. Here we go. Lift the knee and lift the foot. Inwardly rotate, knee comes down, and then the foot comes down. So we're working all those deep muscles into the hip. Open the knee and lift, closing, knee coming down, and then the foot. Keep working. Keep the abdominals with you. Zipping up to support you. Exhale, breathe. And lower, and again. Lift, and lift, and lower, and lower. Two more steps. Lift, and lift. Long waistline. Lower, and lower. Last time, lift and lift, fighting gravity, lower and lower. Very good. Now take this top leg and you're just going to cross it. Extend your bottom leg out. Okay, so my bottom leg is nice and long. I'm still on my side. I'm going to lift that bottom leg, flex the foot, and then rotate it here. So now I'm exposing my inner thigh to the ceiling, and we're going to lift that leg up and down, and lift and down, and 3 and down, and 4 and down, and 5 and down, 6, 2 more, 7 and 8. Stay lifted, point the foot, lower it back down, and then we'll find our reward. Hands stacked, head on the floor. Let's do our big circles today. Reach that arm forward and then trace a big circle. Let your head roll, open and stretch all the way around, coming up and over that hip. And one more time, lengthen and trace, opening, expanding through the chest. Feel that stretch even into the hip. And back, let's reverse for 2. Rotating, palm open, thumb leading. Feel that stretch, maybe even a little bit more range. And one more time, opening the palm to the ceiling. Head just rolls all the way around. And center, very good. Let's transition other side. Move yourself over. And again, find your cozy position here. Hips stacked, knees bent, and abs with you. Let's go into our wave. So slow motion to start with, feeling how those bones move in the joints, lifting the knee, lifting that foot, inwardly rotate, knee comes down, and then the foot comes down. Here we go, knee lift, and foot lift, inhale, exhale, knee closes, and foot closes. And again, keeping that pelvis as steady as you can, try to isolate that femur bone in the hip socket. And down, and again, lift, and lift, and lower, keep moving, lift, and lift, up and over the wave, lower the knee, lower the foot. A few more times, we go, lift, inhale, exhale, and down, one more time, lift, and lower, and lower. Good. Now we'll cross that thigh over, getting it out of the way. Extend your bottom leg. All right. And then again, we're going to lift that leg, flex the foot, and turn it out. So my leg rotates, my toes are pointing to the floor, my heels pointing to the sky. Inner leg, lift, and down. And 2, keep the knees straight. And 3, and 4. Feeling right in that inner leg, 5, and 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Stay lifted, point the foot, lower it down, release, relax. Hands come on top of each other, let your head rest, and 2 big circles. Glide that arm forward, and then tracing that big circle, opening up for that full expanse, circling around, and over the top. Again, reach, big circle. Feels so good, opening up that chest. Let's reverse. Palm open, thumb leading. Following your hand with your eyes as you go around. And again, reaching back. Good, good, good. All the way back and recover. Come back over onto your back now. And again, we'll hug those knees into your chest. We'll take a moment here to do our pretzel stretch here. So we're going to cross one ankle over the thigh and then thread one hand between the legs, other hand on the outside. You can link your hands underneath that thigh or on top of the shin for a little deeper stretch. Again, reaching and rooting down through your tail, folding those thighs in toward you. Try to relax your head on the floor. Deep breaths here into those places you're feeling, into the hips, perhaps pressing into that elbow, into that thigh a little bit to help open up the thigh a little bit more. We'll settle in here for a few deep breaths. Again, either staying in place or perhaps taking a tiny little micro shift side to side. Perhaps getting a little more stretch into some of those deeper angles of the muscles. And then carefully unwinding from there, we'll try the other side, other ankle across the thigh. And then again, threading one hand in between, other hand on the outside, linking under that thigh or on top of the shin. And again, deep breaths here, maybe pressing that thigh open a little bit with your elbow if that works for you. Shifting side to side, finding other angles of stretch. Good. And then again, unwinding from there, hugging those knees into your chest. Again, good. So from here, we're going to come into a kneeling position. So if you need extra pillows underneath your knees or padding, you can do that. Or you can even stand on your feet if that doesn't work for you. We're going to move into some of the exercises that are done on the reformer. You could even do this with a TheraBand if you have that handy. We're going to do our chest expansion, or otherwise known as king or queen on the sleigh. So feeling that vertical position, nice and long and open, pulled up through the front of the hips, or standing on your feet, as I mentioned. You want to keep that vertical pelvis all zipped up through your center, so feeling those abs strong. Let's reach the arms out in front of us like our zombie. And we're going to press down through the hands and back without letting our ribs jut forward. So keeping that strength, pressing as far back as you can without our shoulders collapsing forward, okay? Stay there and just rotate your head side and center and other side and center, and then release, float the arms back up, all right? So we're trying again to not rock back and forth, but maintain that vertical position. Here we go. Reaching fingertips downward and backward. Abs are strong. Let's go the other way first with the head. Turn your head side and center and other side and center and float the arms back up. Again, pressing down and back, working the triceps, stretching the chest. Really reach those arms. Looking side and center and other side and center and release. And again, pressing down and back. Feel that width through the chest. Looking side and center. Keep breathing. Looking side and center and release. We have another few clients that call this the driver safety exercise as well. Reaching down and back and side and center and other side and center and release. One more set. Reaching down and back and turn and center and turn and center and release back down. Very, very good. Let's come back to our kneeling position. I'll face you this way, and we'll take our side bend. So reaching one foot along the floor, arms open out into that T. We're going to tip ourselves over and feel that long side body stretch. So go ahead and reach that leg, or sorry, the arm on the high diagonal, reaching your heel into the floor. My hips are reaching up and forward, and I'm feeling that long stretch through my side body. Good. From here, turn your head and look downward and take a lift with the abdominals and a bit of a spiral. You can even reach your leg a little bit further back behind yourself. Have a little diagonal stretch through the ribs and through the back. Bring that leg back along into your sideways position. Bring your head back up. Good. Inhale, reach this arm up. And exhale, use your obliques to bring yourself up. We'll try that on the other side. Extending the other leg. Again, pelvis vertical, reaching forward. Arms open. Tip yourself over. Pour yourself out. Reach with that top arm. Feel that heel into the floor, so you're feeling that continuous long line of stretch. Breathing here, opening through the ribs. Good. And again, now you can turn your head down to the floor Maybe sneak that leg backward a little bit, reaching on a diagonal. Bringing yourself back into your alignment with your side body position, looking straight ahead. Inhale, the arm comes up. And exhale, strong through the obliques. Good. Come on to hands and knees here. And we'll take a little challenge before we go into our hip stretches here. So we practiced already that three-legged dog position. Yeah, so again, find that reach through one leg and then the floating up. Now we're gonna work our abdominals a little bit. So we're gonna go into your cat back, rounding the spine, and knee comes inward toward your nose. And then lengthen back out into that long spine. Again, exhale, lift those abs in, curl nose to knee, and then lengthen it back out. Feel that support. A few more times, hollow and curl nose to knee, and lengthen back out. One more time, nose to knee, curl it in, and reach it back out. Now then you're going to bend that knee and bring that foot forward. So you may need to help it through. Bring that foot forward and then maybe wriggle your foot out a little bit. And press the pelvis forward. Open your chest, finding that nice low lunge position. Let the shoulders soften. Breathing deeply here. Good, good, good. Then from here, press the pelvis back again and flex that front foot. So we're deepening that calf stretch, reaching your chest forward. And then unwind out of this, bring yourself back to all fours. We'll do all of this on the other side. So again, lifting the heart, feeling that strength in the low belly. Glide and slide the other leg out. Find that float and hover. Here we go, 4 sets. Hollow into your cat back. Lift your belly button up, nose to knee. Let your head come forward. And then reach back out. And again, exhale, lift. Holding in. And reach, lengthening long. 2 more sets. Hollow and fold. Round it up. And reach, reach, reach. Long and open through the shoulders and chest. Last time. Hollow and fold. And inhale, lengthen, reach. Good. Now again, bring that leg through. Help it come between the hands. And press the pelvis forward. Slide the shoulders back. No hunchbacks here. Find that stretch. Really sending breath down through the back of that leg. Good. And then from here, pressing the hips back. Flexing the front foot. Turning your heart forward toward that shin. Good. And again, unwind yourself. Let's just have a seat now. Bring your feet together into your butterfly position. Great. Stretching the arms all the way up. Lift, lift, lift. From here, we're going to rotate like we practiced with our saw. Twist. And then folding over on the diagonal here. You can rest your hands on the floor. Maybe reach your fingers out. Again, try not to let that cheek lift up off the floor. But feel that deep side body and twist stretch here. And then you just walk your hands back forward over the feet and curl yourself up. And let's try that on the other side. Reaching the arms all the way up. Rotate from the waistline. And then reaching up and over on the other diagonal. Feel that deep stretch again. Maybe wiggle those fingers forward. Walk the fingertips forward. Feel a deeper stretch. Send the tailbone down. Good. Walk the hands back to the center and roll yourself back up. Good. Serving the palms up. Open the chest, reach. And then crossing one arm over the other. Give yourself a nice hug. And take a little forward fold, bowing forward, widening across the shoulders. And roll yourself back up. Other side, reaching, opening again, lift your heart. And crossing other arm on top. Give yourself that hug, grab a hold of those outer shoulders, and pivot forward at the sternum. And return. One more, reach the arms, inhale up, and exhale. And we'll finish there today. Have a wonderful spring day. We'll see you next time. Thank you.